presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jones. And that is taken in by Njoku. Touchdown, Washington. David Njoku, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go, set.
On 1st and 10, Raymond. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he's going to have a Rams first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 10 more there and another first down. Well, the Rams had 1-11 now on the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Raymond.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness. Let's go pick it up.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed it.
Following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
Throwing, Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. That's about 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to air one out.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. 40 yards.
And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And it's now 14-0.
Commanders 14.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Pass the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Raymond. Hard throw, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
An update from Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. $14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Jones looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Raymond finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Tariq Castro-Fields.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Raymond.
He gets this one to Mechie.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a carry for Allen. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down, Commanders.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. David Njoku, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 21-0. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Raymond. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Give left side for Pierce. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense now can make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now Jones on 1st and 10.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's Allen looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Jones on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go. Here we go.
A final shot before break. Raymond. He completes it to Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
10. Ready?
A run by Pierce begins the second half.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for L.A. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Jones now to throw on third down. Going for the deep ball.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach, when I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And cycle. Green cap. Needle blue. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Raymond. Henry's got it out on the left side.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Commanders' 48-yard line.
Pierce now up the middle.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Raymond. And caught by Henry.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Drill green.
Operating from the gun. Raymond.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now Allen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Here's Jones. Throwing on first down.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Jones slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third.
Come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run with Allen. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this complete to Henry over the middle.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Red, cycle. Ready.
To throw on second down. Raymond going up top for Cup. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Rams are right back in this football game.
Here we go.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Raymond. Touchdown! Charlie Warner. His first touchdown on the year. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On first down, it's Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw to Allen on the dump off. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
17 yards. First down, Commanders.
Operating from the gun. Jones looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. On second down now,
It's Allen, and he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Garabay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here we go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun, Raymond. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And this head straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their